Hi, welcome to another episode of Silver Fox Scotland. Now, many countries in the West have a demographic problem. Not enough children being born, too many old people not dying at the right time. Basically, we're getting top heavy in terms of population. This will lead to difficulties, both in terms of care for elderly people, but also for the provision of labour that can be taxed to pay for elderly people. It is a genuine problem. Some countries are already so far down the line, it's going to be almost impossible to fix. Think South Korea and Japan. Britain's going that way. Britain has a major problem, but Scotland in particular has a very major problem with this. For young people that are born, and there's reduced numbers of young people being born, children being born. But the biggest problem for Scotland is so many of them, when they get to a certain age, late teens, early 20s, leave Scotland and they go south, young man. They start a new life in England, where there's better job opportunities, where there's more money can be earned, particularly the educated ones. This, of course, means more elderly, fewer young, and the ratio is growing. Now, there are calls for tax breaks or encouragement and things for Scots to basically breed more babies, more Scottish babies. You see, they're saying the answer is more Scottish babies, not immigration. Now, those on the left say this doesn't half sound very, very fascist and Nazi, but it isn't. It is how cultures survive. You have to have more babies. The left are jumping on it. The right love it. That's how it is. Because what the right are saying is, don't keep bringing immigrants in. You're weakening your culture. You're diluting it. And oftentimes, the people that come in don't appreciate what they're coming in to. They're benefiting without paying. They are oftentimes given more rights and more resources than the indigenous Scots. And that it just seems unfair and it is divisive. And of course, all these things are true. Whether you like it or not, they are true. That's the great thing about facts. Facts don't care about stupid opinions. And the right are right, I'm afraid. The left, they say, well, it's unimportant, we just bring in lots and lots of people, they can work and pay, but they can't. Because half these people coming in can't speak English. How are they going to get a job, let alone one that pays well enough, that they pay enough tax? And so the problem remains. You're bringing in ever more people that need benefits, and there's fewer and fewer people working to pay the tax for those benefits. Scotland, literally, by policy, can never be independent. Well done, SNP. Genius to the end. But nonetheless, people do need to keep having babies. You need to encourage it. You need to give not just tax cuts, although that would be beneficial, wouldn't it? You get a tax break for every baby you have. I think that would be brilliant. You can up the amount you earn each year by, say, £1,000 for the first baby, onto your tax-free allowance, £2,000 on your tax-free allowance for the next baby, and £3,000 for every baby after that. I mean, hell, you could, before long, you'd be on £10,000 over above on your tax-free allowance. You wouldn't be paying hardly any tax at all. It'd be marvellous. Do that and watch the birth rate increase, certainly among the workers anyway. There's other ways of doing it. There's other means available, but do it. Hungary is doing it. Hungary is giving massive tax breaks, and Hungary's got a good birth rate. Still below the replacement rate of 2.21, but they're improving all the time. Scotland needs to do the same, or they'll quite literally, within 2-3 generations, be no indigenous Scots left in Scotland. Scotland will be a memory because there's not enough people replacing the ones you've got. Think on. There's only one way about it, isn't there? Jiggy jiggy. Bye.